Breaking DACA news. This is September 30th, 2025. Initial DACA applications, yes, initial, are going to be adjudicated. And if you reside anywhere in the United States except for Texas, if you're granted DACA, you're going to get a work permit. But if you reside in Texas, whether it's an initial DACA application or a renewal, you're only going to get deferred action. You're not going to be able to be issued a work permit. So if you have an initial DACA application, let's say from a couple years ago, you're going to have the opportunity to update your address if you've moved outside of Texas. That way, when the officer gets to your application, they'll see that you reside, let's say, in New York or California, and they'll be able to approve not only the DACA, which is deferred action from removal, but also a work permit, which is a critical factor, as we know. The other thing that is very important to know is that if you reside in the state of Texas and you turn 18 and you're undocumented, even if you have DACA, right, you're going to start unlawful presence in the United States. If you live outside of Texas, you're not going to accrue unlawful presence. Why does that matter? It matters a lot. Example one, you came here without inspection when you were 1 year old. You have DACA. You've had it since you were 17. You reside in California. You're married to a U.S. citizen. You could do the I-130. Then you can move directly on to consular processing. You don't need the 601A waiver because you don't have any unlawful presence. Example two, you're married to a U.S. citizen. Same thing. You got DACA when you were 17. You live in the state of Texas. When you turn 18, even if you have DACA, you're going to start unlawful presence, which means you would have to do the I-130, then the 601A waiver for unlawful presence, then consular processing. You're adding about 2.5 years to the process. Now, of course, if you have DACA, you can then file for advanced parole if you have a humanitarian, educational, or employment reason, which if you did that, then if you're married to a U.S. citizen, you came in here unlawfully the first time, then you have parole, came back in, you can adjust status in the United States. There is a workaround. Do not let this opportunity slip away from you. You know you missed it the first time. Don't miss it this time. Like, share, and follow. I'm Gloria Cardenas, the immigration queen with decades of experience.